Alright, this is the video of my ultimate modding of the CRYBABY, and well, just a joke of the ultimate modding, but anyway, if you've seen the other videos I did the screwdriver mod, so mess around with this guy, and then I did the true bypass, which is right now it's changed from the other video I did, because I finally managed to get this capacitor out from the hole just like one side. I don't even know if I'm gonna able to show this, but yeah, and I rewired it again because the old wire had like a solder connection here and just wanted a straight wire. And then after that I decided to put these guys in, these volume knobs here. So I bought two I think these are 100K potentiometers. I had more because I wanted to fool around with more stuff, but it just didn't work out, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So the first one I installed is this one, which happens to be what they call the Q volume, or the vocal volume, or whatever, you know. So this is the vocal Q knob, and this one is standard, the resistor, which is number it's the R5, the R5 position here, down here, right? It was 33K, and then they said if you want to increase the sweep, you know, you should try 51K or 68K resistor, or maybe 100K, and you know, this is basically what controls the wah sound, the actual wah, whatever. So what I did, I wired this up into a potentiometer, and I drilled a hole here and put a knob on, and I can actually control this, and it worked perfectly. Like, the bottom wire I wired here on the wait, let me turn this around. Yeah, so the bottom wire of the resistor, the bottom part here, came this way and is wired here, and the top part of the resistor, considering like this is top, this is bottom, right? Right in the middle. So I went, then after I went and did the same thing with this guy that's sticking out over here, which is supposed to be the gain resistor, and I put this potentiometer into this guy, but it just wasn't working. It was like giving some volume, and then towards the very end of the turn of the knob, it just would kick in like this crazy gain, like speaker's gonna blow up type of thing, right? And I figured out, okay, let me put what was supposed to be the stock resistors, like a 470 ohms gain, for 470 ohms for the gain resistor, which is R9, and the suggestion I found was like to lower that to 360 or 330, and then I put the 330 here, and I took the knob and I wired the knob on the resistor 15, which is the input volume, and then bam, was these guys, they work together, and it was, yeah, it was, that was what I wanted, because then I can control like how much wah comes in, how much volume is it, you know. It's just really cool. So then I went on and I tried to mess around with resistor number 6, which is this guy over here, and as soon as I put a potentiometer to try to fool around with this guy, it just wouldn't work. It was a straight or whatever, you know, like when things go wrong, right? And then I try to switch that, because this is like a 1.5K, and I try to switch that to what they say, and you know, try to put like a 1.5 between a 1K5 and a 2K7, whatever. And it's just like I was getting the same thing, so I just left it stock. This one was supposed to change from 0.01 UF, and I just couldn't take out. I couldn't take it out, and I tried to desolder this thing, and it was just like I knew I was gonna end up damaging the PCB or whatever. I was like, you know what, I'll just let it be. I already got the sound I wanted. So yeah, I left this one stock, but some people changed this one to for like from a 0.01 to a 0.022, and I don't know, maybe I'll do that in the future. And then everything was working perfect, so I decided to come here and do what they call the fat wall, which is like the scramble of stuff here. How this works is you get the negative side of this capacitor over here, which is the number 3, C3. And what you do basically is the same thing you do with this guy here, which is take the one side out, in this case the negative side, and solder a wire to it. And then you're going to solder that to the negative side of this guy, and the other ones I'm going to talk about right now, the other resistors you're supposed to add to this. And then of course you know, positive with positive. So what you do is the resistor 14, you lift the bottom part, which if I'm not mistaken is the negative part, or not, I don't know, no, it's the positive, sorry. And then you solder that into a 10 UF capacitor. The negative side of this capacitor you solder to the wire, you solder to the negative capacitor over here. And then you're gonna add, let me just check here the information, and then you're gonna add, where is it? Oh, yeah. So you have this 10 UF, and then the one you lift here, the resistor 14, you're gonna solder another, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 330K in this position. And yeah, you just solder this whole thing together. I think I'm missing something here. There's two resistors here, which I can't really figure out. And I had this here somewhere. But anyway, the resistor 14, you keep it, and you're gonna add two more of the resistors there. And the color codes are brown, black, and yellow, and orange, and brown, and both had gold, you know, the gold whatever 5% thing. So you just make sure you get the negatives and stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show this, but anyway, I'm gonna add pictures and stuff, and the link to the cloud storage, so you can download that. And then yeah, so after I did this, the sound got that much more smooth. One thing I wanted to point out, if you've messed up this, I mean, if you messed around with the screwdriver knob, I strongly suggest you to bring this back to as much as you can to the standard, because once you play with this guy sounds totally different, and I had to readjust after. Another thing you want to do is, once you're putting potentiometers on, whatever, you know, I did small cable, but the best option is always to put big cables, because you're still working on other stuff, and a lot of times you might be yanking shit out of place without realizing, you know, trying to solder or reach somewhere else, and that happened a lot to me, especially over here. So pretty much that's it. If you have any comments or any questions, leave in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer those. And yeah, as far as now, this is it. And I should put right now a video of myself playing and showing these guys working, and how it sounds, and what they can do.